Welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Larissa Vaz. On behalf of Herald TV, we extend our heartfelt wishes for a joyful and auspicious Dasra to all our viewers. As the deadline for notifying the Madai Wildlife Sanctuary and its adjacent area as a tiger reserve draws near, the state government has maintained an unusual silence. With less than 24 hours left for the expiration of this deadline, there has been no mention of the government's application seeking an extension of time in the High Court of Bombay at Goa. The situation resembles the stillness of a jungle, marked by an eerie and profound quietness with hardly a rustling leaf.
The High Court has directed the state government to notify the Madai Wildlife Sanctuary and other areas referred to in NTCA's communication and the plans prepared by the Goa Forest Department officials as a tiger reserve under Section 38V, subsection 1 of the WLPA within 3 months from today. They directed the state government to take all steps to prepare a tiger conservation plan as contemplated by Section 38V, subsection 3 of the WLPA and to forward the same to the NTCA within 3 months from notifying the Madai Wildlife Sanctuary and other areas as tiger reserve. The High Court has directed the NTCA to render full assistance to the state government for completing the above process and after that to expeditiously process the state government's tiger conservation plan and take a decision thereon within 3 months of receiving the tiger conservation plan from the state government. The High Court directed the state government to set up anti-poaching camps at strategic locations to be staffed by forest guard, watchers, etc. in the wildlife sanctuary and national parks in the state of Goa. This exercise must be completed within 6 months. The High Court directed the state government and the Forest Department authorities to take emergent steps to ensure that there are no encroachments in the protected forest areas like the wildlife sanctuary and national parks, pending notification of tiger reserve and even after that. The High Court directed the state government to determine and settle the rights and claims of the scheduled tribes and other forest dwellers following the law as expeditiously as possible, preferably within 12 months from today. The rule is made absolute in the above terms without any cost order. The High Court directs the Goa government to prepare a tiger conservation plan within 3 months of notifying a tiger reserve. The government is therefore avoiding responding to yet another directive of the High Court order by not implementing the first directive to notify a tiger reserve.
On the 75th birthday anniversary of the late Matani Saldana, prominent figures and members of Goincha Rapun Karatso Ekfort, along with Goincha Ekfort, gathered to pay their respects at Kansaulim. Goincha Rapun Karatso Ekfort demanded the complete cancellation of the proposed Ahoy Marina, established for small boat, yacht, craft parking by Mormugaon Port Authority and Ms. Kargwal Constructions Private Limited. Their concerns were based on assessments by the National Institute of Oceanography (NIO) and the Indian Council of Agricultural Research (ICAR) Old Goa, which indicated that the project could negatively impact marine biodiversity and traditional fishermen in the region.
Would have been 75 years old, okay? And I'm sure, knowing Matani, he would still be in love with Goa, the land that he loved and gave his life to protect it from all points of view. In fact, he, as you all know, conducted so many agitations to protect Goa. Unfortunately, what we see happening within the state these days is contrary to what Matani fought for. Everything, I don't know what's happening, but it appears as if everything that was, cancelled or decided as not happening is coming back. And people are agitating.
75 birthday anniversary asa आमचो लेट Matani Saldana. आणि आयज हांव फिशींग कम्युनिटीक उपकारान आसा कित्याक आयज 11 वर्सां जालीं तरी पासून आमचे लोक मातानीक उगडास करता आनी मातानीक आयज गालण घालपाक सोदां येता. पूण आयज जें वातावरण आसा, जे पॉलिटिक्स पळयल्यार आयज सेल्फ इंट्रस्टाक लागून आयज पॉलिटिशियन जालेले आसा. सेल्फलेस काम करपाक जो मातांनी 40 वर्सां केलें, जें गोंयकारपण राखपाक गोंय राखपाक जे एज्युटेशनां ताणें केलें गोंय साल्वार करपाक जे प्रोजेक्ट येताले ते बंद करपाक हे मातांनीचें मोग आशिल्लो गोंयकारांक आनी गोंय राखपाक.
In a significant move aimed at enhancing road safety and accountability, Goa's Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant recently announced new traffic regulations for tourists renting cars or bikes in the state. The measures come as a response to growing concerns about traffic violations and accidents involving tourists.
Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant has announced that new traffic regulation for tourists renting cars or bikes in the state. The measure comes in response of the growing concerns about the traffic violation and accidents involving tourists. According to his announcement, tourists renting vehicles must strictly adhere to the traffic regulations just like local drivers. This change intends to ensure the safer roads for everyone in Goa. Watch.
रुटीनली पयलीं जाता ते एक्सिडंट हे वेगळ्या पद्दतीचे जाताले, म्हणजे रुटीन खंय तरी बस पडली डायवर्जन हे ते. आतां जे एक्सिडंट जाता म्हणजे काल हांव मिडियाचेर पळयतालो, कोण तरी ती रेंट कार घेतला, तो बरें मारला आनी ती गाडी चलयत आसा, कोणाक 4 जाणांक वाटेर मेळ्ळा ताका उडयले, कोणाच्या शेतान घातली आनी कितें केलें, ह्या पद्दतीचे एक्सिडंट जावपाक लागल्या. जे रॅश आनी रफ ड्रायवींग हे लोक जे करपाक लागल्या, आमकां म्हाका दिसता ट्रान्सपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट आनी पुलीस डिपार्टमेंट हांच्यांनी एक्ट जावचेच पडटले. थोड्या जाणांक संवय जाल्या, पुलीस एक्ट जाले काय ना, पुलीस म्हणटा चलनां दिवपाक लागल्या. आमकां सरकाराक तुमच्या पयशांची गरज ना, शिस्त जर येतले आसत जाल्यार ह्या पद्दतीत तेंचेर एक्ट जावचे पडटले. बऱ्याचशा जाणांक म्हणजे आमी सरकार म्हणून आमचो RTO आनी पुलीस जर हाजेर कारवाय करिना आसत जाल्यार नाहक लोकांचो बळी वयतलो, रस्त्या वयल्यान चलपी लोकांचो वयतलो, मोटरसायकल चलोवपी लोकांनी. हाज्या पयलीं हेच जाता म्हणून आमकां ताजेर कंट्रोल दवरचो पडटा. आनी ताका लागून म्हणजे जितके इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर बरें जाता तितके लोक फूल स्पिडीन चलोवपाक लागल्या. बट ट्रान्सपोर्ट रुल्स फॉलो करप हे गरजेचें आसा. आमी एकदां म्हणटा की आमचे लोक फॉलो करता, भायल्यान येवपी लोक मागीर अशा पद्दतीत. बट तांच्यांनी सुद्दां गोंयांत आमी जर ठरयलें की स्ट्रिक्टली ट्रान्सपोर्ट रुल्स सगळे फॉलो करपाक जाय आनी ते करपा खातीर कोण करिना, म्हणजे ड्रंक अँड ड्रायव एलाव करचे ना कदापि, म्हणजे रफ ड्रायवींग एलाव करचे ना. इवन दो जेणी आपली रेंट बायक आनी रेंट कार दिता तांच्यांनी सांगचें पडटलें. हाज्या फुडें म्हणजे आमी विचार करता की तेजी मॉडेलिटी कशी ठरोवपाची ती. जर तेणी एक्सिडंट करून जर कोणाचें डेथ जाली आसत जाल्यार इन फ्युचर रेंट बायक आनी रेंट काराचो ओनर सुद्दां भितर पडटलो, म्हणजे तो ड्रायव्हरूच न्हू, तो इवन दो ओनर सुद्दां, कारण तेणी ताजी जबाबदारी घेवची पडटली.
Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
A minibus carrying tourists bound for Karnataka was involved in a mishap at Darbondra, where it swerved off the road to avoid colliding with the stray cattle. The incident resulted in more than 10 tourists being injured. Here's more.
A minibus transporting tourists from Karnataka experienced an accident at Darbondra. The incident occurred when the bus swerved off the road to avoid colliding with a stray cattle. The driver's quick response averted a potential collision, but the bus left the road in process. More than 10 tourists on board the bus sustained injuries. The tourists were heading to Karnataka for a sightseeing trip. Local authorities and emergency services responded promptly to avoid and provide assistance and medical care. The severity of the tourist injuries is still being ascertained as they receive treatment. Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
On the auspicious occasion of Vijayadashmi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh performed the Shastra Puja in Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh. He extended his heartfelt gratitude and encouragement to the dedicated soldiers who are safeguarding the nation's borders.
जिन कठिन परिस्थितियों में आप सब, क्योंकि मैं यलेसी के पास तक जाकर मैंने देखा है, जिन कठिन परिस्थितियों में आप लोग इस देश की सीमाओं की सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी निभा रहे हैं, उसकी जितनी भी सराहना की जाए वह कम है. और मैं बतलाना चाहता हूं, देशवासियों को आपके ऊपर नाज है, देशवासियों को आपके ऊपर गर्व है. और आप सभी जानते हैं इस वर्दी की कितनी अहमियत होती है. मैं समझता हूं अधिकांश ऐसे जवान होंगे, बिरले ही जवान बचे होंगे जिनकी इच्छा न होती हो, नहीं तो शायद अधिकांश नौजवानों की अथवा बचपन की यह इच्छा रहती है कभी न कभी मुझे जिंदगी में कोई एक ऐसा अवसर मिले ताकि मैं सेना की वर्दी पहन सकूं।
The Kadamba Transport Corporation Limited KTCL, a stalwart in providing public transportation services in Goa, celebrated its 43rd anniversary. The grand celebration took place at the KTC bus terminus in Panjim on Tuesday, marking an important milestone in the history of this corporation. As part of the anniversary celebration, a special tribute will be paid to GDX1, the first bus purchased by KTCL in Goa. GDX1 made its inaugural journey on the auspicious occasion of Dasra in 1980, and it holds the distinction of being preserved for over 4 decades. This historical bus represents the beginning of the KTCL's journey in transforming the public transportation landscape of Goa.
हांव आमच्या कदंबाक नमस्कार करून अशें तुमकां सांगूंक सोदतां, जेन्ना कदंबा ऑक्टोबर वयच्यान चालू जाली तसो रोखडोच हांव कदंबान जॉयन जाल्लो कंडक्टर म्हणून ऑक्टोबर 82. सदोदीत म्हाजी आतां 41 वर्सां कंप्लीट जाली. जनसेवा करीत आसा आमी, आनी हांव कंडक्टर जाल्या उपरांत हांवें खुबशे कडेन लोकांची सेवा केल्ली आसा. त्या शिवाय आमचे बुकींग कावंटर आसा, सगळे कडेन आमचे बुकींग कावंटर आसा. पुना, बॉम्बे, बेंगलोर, बेळगांव, हुबळी, कारवार ह्या ठिकाणी सुद्दां आमी त्या बुकींग कावंटराचेर सुद्दां काम केलें आहा, सदोदीत काम केल्लें आसा. आनी म्हाका सांगपाक अशें सांगण्यासारक्यो गोश्टी तश्यो खूब आहा, पूण जेन्ना कंडक्टर म्हणून जेन्ना कदंबान कामाक जावन जेन्ना त्या टायमा वयलीं भुरगीं जी एका केजीक वतालीं, हायस्कुलाक वयतालीं, जो आनीक कितें, ती आतां पळय तुका आमकां आदारान आमचो रिस्पेक्ट करता. जणू काय ती भुरगीं आतां डॉक्टर जाले, इंजिनियर जाले, PSI जाले, DYSP जाले, अशे बऱ्या पोस्टाक जावन हें जाल्या. आनी आमकां सुद्दां तेज्या बद्दल मनानसून सुद्दां खूब खोशी दिसता. म्हणजे आमी ज्या भुरग्यांक हातीन धरून जेन्ना भशेन चडयल्ली देंवयल्ली ती भुरगीं आतां ह्या पोस्टाचेर पावले. आनी त्या शिवाय जे मेन दळण वळण हे कदंबाचे स्रोत जाल्या खातीर गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन सुद्दां हांवें जेन्ना सांगता आसतना खूब सांगता, कदंबाची भरभराट कदंबा जेन्ना जाली तेन्ना खऱ्या अर्थान गोवा सुदारीतपणा येयलो. म्हणजे दळण वळणाचो मेन स्रोत तेन्ना जालो म्हणून सगळ्या बाबतींत म्हणजे एक कामगार वर्गाक आमच्या स्टाफांक किंवा भायल्या लोकांक आदी आमकां एक मनीस समज पणजे सुद्दां जर वचणारो जाल्यार ताका पणजे गेलो म्हणजे तो व्हडलो खंयसून तरी येयलो काय अशें दिसतालें. आतां पणजे न्हू आमी आमची कदंबा अशी सोय करता, बेंगलोर, पुणा सारकिल्ल्या दिसाच्या दिसा हाडटा व्हरता, जावं तेंचें ट्रान्जॅक्शन कोण बिजनेसमॅन आसता, जो आनीक कितें खूब गोश्टी खातीर अशें आसता. आनी आज आमच्या ह्या कदंबाक 43 वर्सां कंप्लीट जाल्ली आसता. म्हणजे आमकां देवान आयुश्य आरोग्य तशें बरें दिलें. हेज्यान फुडें बरें दितले. आमी कदंबाचे स्टाफ आहा ते बरी मेहनत घेवनूच आजून सुद्दां काम करता, हेज्यान फुडें सुद्दां करतले अशें सांगता. म्हाज्यान 2 शब्द सोंपयता.
Marigold flower vendors in Mapsa have voiced their concerns over alleged harassment by the Mapsa Municipal Council (MMC) while selling their vibrant blossoms. According to the vendors, they are being handed ₹500 challans by the MMC, and when unable to pay, their marigold flowers are confiscated and loaded onto MMC vehicles. In response, some vendors have opted to set up shops in Panchayat areas where they claim to be charged ₹100 for selling their flowers.
Well, the marigold flower vendors in Mapsa have voiced their concern over the alleged harassment by the council while selling their vibrant blossoms. The situation had raised objection from the flower sellers who feel that they are unfairly targeted by the MMC's action. This has been led to them to seek more accommodating vending locations to avoid the steep fines imposed by MMC.
इधर धंधा नहीं, इधर धंधा पूरा लॉस हो गया है. फिर भी म्यूनसिपैलिटी ने अभी कितना टैक्स ये लिया तुम्हारा? अभी 500, एक दिन को 500 हो. एक दिन को 500, एक दिन को 500 रुपये. व्यापार होंगे ना होंगे, थोड़ा नहीं कमती लो साहूकार बोले तो दोनों को जा रहा कंट्री. 200 रुपये ले तो भी नहीं ले रहा. 300 देगा तो भी नहीं ले रहा. अभी कल और आज 500 ले. कल भी 500, आज भी 500, सुबह रहेगा तो भी 500. अभी कम दिया तो लेता नहीं हो. नहीं 400 दिया तो नहीं लिया. 400 दिया तो भी नहीं ले रहा. 400 दिया तो भी नहीं ले रहा.
Prakash Gadekar for Herald TV.
The state-of-the-art multi-purpose sports stadium in Savalwada, Pernem has experienced an unexpected turn of events as the much anticipated national games finally make their way to Goa. The Grand Stadium, constructed at a cost of Rs 43 crore in January 2020, was initially intended to host various events during the national games, such as handball, weightlifting and kabaddi. However, today this impressive facility is serving a different purpose. Instead of echoing with the cheers and competitions of athletes, the Pernem Sports Stadium is currently occupied by the Central Industrial Security Force CISF personnel.
पळोवंक गेल्यार हांगा स्टेडियम खंय खेळपाक स्टेडियम सोडा एक जागा सुद्दां ना गोंयाचे पेडण्या तालुक्यात जागा सुद्दां ना खेळपाक. आतां जी जागा आसा ती जागा हडप जाता आनी ती जागा पळोवंक गेल्यार जे भायले आसात जे दिल्लीवाले वगैरे अशे कोण आनी कंपन्यो ज्यो आसात तांकां डायरेक्ट विकली जाता आनी तांकां विकून ते आमकां खबर सुद्दां ना आनी ते सिंगल विंडोच्या नांवान जे येतात सिंगल विंडोच्या नांवान येवन तांकां आमकां अधिकार सुद्दां ना जे स्थानीक लोक आसात किंवा पंचायत असो नगरपालिका असो तांकां अधिकार सुद्दां ना की तांकां विचारपाची रायट सुद्दां ना अशी परिस्थिती जाल्ली आसा. म्हणजे आमचो गव्हर्मेंट आमी वोटींग करपाचें मतदान करपाचें आनी आमीच रडपाचें. जे आमचे भुरगे आसात जे आमी फुडाकार आमी विचार करतात त्याचे भुरग्याचे भविष्य जे आहा ते उज्वल जावचे पण आज पळोवंक गेल्यार उज्वल अशक्य आसा. आमी फाटीं ज्या टायमार गोविंद गावडे येयल्लो त्याच्या पयलीं हांवें एक समज जे भुरगे आसले स्पोर्ट्सचे जे तांकां जागा नासली खेळपाक आनी हो स्टेडियम जो आमच्या साठी पेडणेकारांसाठी बांदलेलो ते एक आशेर आसले आमकां खेळूंक मेळटलें. आज इतको व्हडलो करोडांनी जो स्टेडियम बांदला पेडणेकारांसाठी आज जाल्लो आसा जो GMRच्या अंडर आणि त्या ठिकाणी GMRच्या अंडर आसून हजारो जे संख्येन जे आसा स्टाफ आसा हांगासर रावतात तांकां रावपाक अक्षरशः एक अशे वेगवेगळे रूम केल्ले आसात ज्या ठिकाणी कार्पेट रचय तेंच्यांनी केल्ली ती कार्पेट केल्या त्या ज्या टायमार केल्ली त्या टायमार लॉकडावन येयल्ले लॉकडावन टायमार तो तसोच उरलो. खाटी घातल्या उपरांत मागीर आतां हे खाटी हेंचे खाटी जाल्ले आसात कोणाचे तर GMRचे जे आसात ते कामां सिक्युरिटी तेंचे खाटी आसात रूम वेगवेगळे केल्ले. म्हणजे हे आमी कितें पळोवन वग्गी रावपाचें. आतां पळोवंक गेल्यार जे हजारो संख्येन ते कपडे वाळत घातलेले आसात कितकेशे वाळत घातलेले आसात. जे गांवठी जे लोक असतात जे गांवांतले लोक आसा अनपड लोक असतात त्या प्रमाणे दोरयेर अशे घातलेले असतात. मग तुम्ही कपड्यावाल्या विचार करा की ते कपडे कशे आसतले काय कशा पद्धतीने त्यांचे ते रावण्याची त्यांची परिस्थिती म्हणजे कशी कितें आसतले आनी त्या हांगासर वयताना जो बाजारान वगैरे पळयतात जाल्यार ते आतां सांगिना इश्यू भरपूर आहा पण हांगासर जो स्पोर्ट्स ऑफिसर जो आसा ह्याका जी हकीकत सगळी खबर आसलेली त्यांनी म्हणजे लोकांक अंधकारान दवरलेले आसा.
The Goa Boxing Association is brimming with enthusiasm as the state prepares to host the 37th National Games. Members of the association have shared their excitement and outlined their strategies to clinch medals for Goa in the sport of boxing.
I think we are all set as Goa Amateur Boxing Association for the 37th National Games. I should commend my boxers who are sitting here and the coaches especially. They've been working very, very hard, going under tough training for the last over 3 months. And I'm sure, I'm confident all your hard work will pay. And thanks to the coaches for all the time they spent giving you coaching, the type of techniques. We have made every effort for the last few months. Since we were short of boxers, we even got boxers from Bellary ISS and from the services, so that we could have a better training session for you. I think we also send some of our boxers to ISS Bellary for training. Some and JSW, right? And some of our boxers have also returned, I think by the 21st after tough training.
In an intense men's basketball match held at the Manohar Parrikar Indoor Stadium in Navilim during the 37th National Games, the services team secured a resounding victory over Rajasthan with a final score of 81-60. The thrilling encounter showcased incredible talent and teamwork from both sides, but services managed to secure a substantial lead to emerge victorious.
Well, the key highlights of the 37th National Games men's basketball today's match are a highly anticipated men's basketball match unfolded at the Manohar Parrikar Indoor Stadium in Navelim during the ongoing 37th National Games. Service team emerged as the clear victor with a commanding final score of 81-60 against Rajasthan. The game was characterized by an intense and thrilling encounter showcasing exceptional talent and remarkable teamwork from both competing sides. But Rajasthan displayed a commendable skills. It was service that managed to establish a substantial lead, ultimately securing the victory. The match drew a large and enthusiastic audience who were treated to a captive display of athletic powers and good sportsmanship. The victory by the service team adds excitement and anticipation to the ongoing national games where athletes from across the nation gather to compete in various sports disciplines. Inacio Norona for Herald TV.
In a thrilling display of football prowess, Raya Sporting Club left the audience in awe as they outclassed the hosts AA de Majorda UC with a sounding 4-1 victory. This win earned Raya a place in the quarterfinals of the 22nd Father Basilio Andrade Memorial Tournament on Monday.
The match opened with a dramatic turn of events when Raya capitalized on an AA de Majorda UC goalkeeper's mistake. The ball slipped through the keeper's hands and Revo Borges was right in place at the right time, swiftly placing it into the back of the net. It was a stroke of luck for Raya that set the tone for the match. Garrison Fernandez found himself in a one-on-one situation with the AA de Majorda UC goalkeeper after a precise pass from Sheelan Fernandez. However, the keeper displayed great skills, denying Garrison Fernandez an early goal. Revo Borges, determined to make his mark on the game, added another goal to his name. Eldon Calas's perfectly timed through ball allowed Borges to slot the ball past the oncoming goalkeeper, extending Raya's lead. Garrison Fernandez received a superb pass from Jocelyn Barbosa, increasing Raya's lead to 3. In the second half, Raya continued their dominance, increasing their lead to 4 through Garrison Fernandez, who maneuvered past the defender and found the back of the net. A lone goal for AA de Majorda UC came from the skillful Ashley Rodriguez, but it was not enough to change the course of the match in favor of the host. Inacio Norona for Herald TV.
Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda defeated United Club of Benaulim with a score of 2-0, securing their spot in the quarterfinals of the Navelim Villagers Union Trophy. The game took place at Rosary Ground, Navelim on a Monday.
In the 9th minute, Nicole Rodriguez from Benali had a chance to score but missed. In the 26th minute, Fatorda's handsome Furtado unleashed a powerful shot which was skillfully punched away to safety by the Benali goalkeeper. The turning point came in the 55th and 60th minute when Fatorda's Mario Nerona and Michael Dice scored 2 quick goals, securing their victory. The Man of the Match award was presented to Michael Dice of Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda.
As we conclude today's news bulletin, we bring you the vibrant celebrations of Dasara resonating across Goa. Goa, a land of diverse traditions, witnessed vibrant Dasara Pujan and celebrations across the state. The atmosphere was filled with spiritual fervor as people gathered at temples and homes to offer prayers and celebrate the victory of good over evil. The colorful and joyous festivities united communities, emphasizing the significance of this auspicious day. Despite the cultural diversity, Dasara brought Goans together to revel in the rich tapestry of their shared traditions.
दसऱ्याची फुकडे वेल्डिंग मशीनां ड्रिल मशीनां पळय एक सगळी लोकांची सगळी आपली पुजा केल्ली आहा ती आपली दसऱ्याची सगळ्यांक हार्दिक शुभेच्छा.
ते हे करतात कोयतो
सुरी बूक टीव्हीचे इंस्ट्रुमेंट सगळे हेची लोखंडाची वस्तू त्याची सगळी पुजा केल्ली आहा. मेडिसीन कोयतो हातोडी स्पॅनर जे गंध फुलां पुजा करता फुलां घालता आणि कितें फराळ दवरता.
त्या महासाध्वी लीला अतिशय आनंद झाला. तिनं आणखीन त्या पूर्वीच्या नवसाची आठवण झाली. त्या प्रतिकृत असणाऱ्या सर्वांच्या घरी येणं आपला पती आणखीन जावई लवकर घरी असा संकल्प करून इतर आपजन आणखीन बांधवे असं शासनाचं पूजन केलं. हे भगवंता माझ्या पतीचे आणखीन जावयाचे अपराध क्षमा करण्याचा पण समर्थात तशी भगवंताकडे प्रार्थना केली. भगवान सत्यनारायण संतुष्ट झाले. चंद्रगुप्त या स्वप्नात जाऊन सांगितलं, हे राजा तू जे 2 माळी म्हणजे शाळेत टाकल्या त्यांना उदयी मुक्त कर. तसं राजा त्यांचं धन घेतलंय ते त्यांना परत दे. असं जर तू न करशील तर धन पुत्र आणखी राज्य याचा तुझा नाश करील. अशा प्रकारे राजा स्वप्नासमोर भगवान दृश्य झाले. प्रातःकाळी राजाने सगळे मिळून सोजनास सर्वांना ते स्वप्न सांगितलं, जे 2 वाटी शाळेत टाकले त्यांना उदय मुक्त करा अशी दूतांना आज्ञा केली.
On the auspicious occasion of Dasara, a vibrant and colorful Durga Visarjan took place at Korgaon. Devotees gathered to bid farewell to Goddess Durga, marking the end of the Navratri festival. The Visarjan ceremony was filled with devotion and enthusiasm as participants immersed the idols in water. It was a joyful and spiritually significant event, bringing the Navratri festivities to a close in Korgaon.
विठूचा गजर हरिना माता झेंडा रोईला. विठूचा गजर हरिना माता ज्ञानबा तुकाराम हरियाला रे हरियाला 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 रे हरियाला हरियाला.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news and alerts, please follow us on Herald on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.